in from. We love to shout you guys out throughout this presentation, but we're going to dive in because the information that we're going to be talking about tonight is life changing. Once again, happy Sunday. What a phenomenal way to kick off the week by talking about this digital money, presenting to you another digital money all-star. I am here with my brother, Randy Webb. I have a huge amount of respect for this gentleman. He's done so much. He's fought for our country. As a pilot, he'll get into the depth of his story. He and his incredible and beautiful wife are now building a digital empire, something that their children can appreciate now, but something that they also are going to be able to pass down to their children. And I am tremendously excited because tonight we're going to be talking about a topic that not everybody talk about when they're talking about the digital world space, the digital money space, and that is yield farming. So get out your pens, get out your notepads, prepare to ask some questions as we dive into this conversation. Digital Money All-Star, Mr. Randy Webb, you're doing a phenomenal job in this space. I'm seeing your content all over social media. I love the new branding. You're really doing a great job at getting the message out to the masses about how everybody can really win inside of this space. So tell them a little bit about who you are, and then we're going to show them where the money resides at.
Let's go. Let's go. First of all, Dr. China, thank you so much. Listen, you have been leading the way. You're an absolute powerhouse, marketing, brander. So I'm excited to be on the call here. And listen, the goal, like for all of us, is to help 1 million families. And I know that Rich University, you guys have been leading the way doing that. So what's up? What's going on, everybody? Randy Webb, retired Air Force pilot, served in the military for almost 15 years. You know, I come from humble beginnings, born and raised in Compton, California. And I'm so grateful for the provision, for the journey. You know, I joined the Air Force when I was a young teenager. Later on, became a pilot, served for some time. And then, you know, I had a turn of events where I got sick in 2012. So imagine you got this career set out, you know, in the military. I thought I was going to be this colonel, this general, spend 30, 40 years of my life serving the country. And I had a turn of events. And I'm so grateful. Okay. Wow. Because those turn of events led me here, right, to phenomenal leaders like this, like Dr. China, Dr. Jewel, and so many others. And it led me to this company that we're going to talk about here. It led me to yield farming. And we're going to get into that information as well, too. But listen, just like everybody else, okay, I was financially illiterate. Okay. I know that word sounds harsh. Okay. But listen, I want to give you some statistics because we all start there. Okay. Yes. They say the average family, you know, only understands money. You know, 84% of the average family doesn't understand money. Only 16% of people understand the basics. When we start talking about inflation, we start talking about growing our money. We don't know how to do that. Okay. Raising my hand first. I didn't know how to do that. And I was making a lot of money. Okay. And now today we have finally come across something absolutely powerful. You know, it's the education platform that we learn from that allows us to talk about terms like yield farming. Okay.
Heck is that? I can't wait for us to, guys. I'm excited, not to cut in, Randy, but I'm so excited because I'll be very transparent. It was a newer term for me. You know, I was already staking some of my cryptocurrency. I started hearing about yield farming. I know that our academy offers the education about it, but we offer so much that I personally had never dived into it. And when I saw this, I was like, whoa, this is next level. This is very passive for those people who feel like they don't really have the time to do what they thought that we needed to do on just the trading side of it. And I know you've been able to attract so many more people inside of this space who just want to grow their money passively and benefit off of this digital money space with cryptocurrency. So I'm excited. I'm so glad that you stumbled upon yield farming specifically. I know you do a lot with helping people to get unbanked inside of this space as well. We can get into that, but continue. And I can't wait. Like the questions are already flowing in. They're excited about this. And, talk about yield farming, another way that you can really learn and develop a skill that can allow your money to work for you and not you just working for your money.
Absolutely. First of all, listen, you don't know what you don't know, okay? And so when we talk about what's happening right now, just understand innovation is happening, okay? Most of us have gotten accustomed to being in a traditional banking system. And then when you look at your savings account or you look at your interest-bearing savings account, right, they're giving you 0.00, whatever percent they're giving you is not enough that you can compound your money. But imagine being able to get returns at 60%. Now, there's no income claim. So I want you to, you know, everything is a risk. But understand that if you put your money somewhere and they say, hey, you're going to get 60% of your money. If you keep it there for a year or 2 years, you're going to get 100%, 200%. And some of us, including myself, I couldn't fathom. Like, what do you mean? How is it possible to even get 100%? Well, first of all, okay, when you think about a traditional banking system, okay, a bank, believe it or not, is broke. A bank doesn't have money. They actually leverage our money to make more money. So traditionally, what we're supposed to be getting is yield. So when we put our money inside of a banking account, right? Let's say you put 1,000 or 10,000 or whatever you put there, they're supposed to give you something because those are seeds you're giving to the bank to grow, right? But they don't share the opportunity with you. And now we have this newfound thing called cryptocurrency, digital assets. And now we have completely took out what I call the straw man or the that inner person, the banking system. And yield farming is simple. It's like having a savings account that you don't plan on moving maybe for a couple months or maybe for a year. It's up to you. You can move it after 30 days if you want, but they're going to give you the rate. And then when you put your money there, you are being what we call a liquidity provider, meaning liquidity means money. So you're supplying money to them so you can stabilize the cryptocurrency network, whether it be Solana or we're going to talk about BVS and some other opportunities here. And you just let it sit and it automatically starts compounding itself. And guess what? You don't need some auto trader or some auto thing to do it for you. Once you learn this skill set, you're going to realize if you pay money to someone to do this for you, you're going to realize you've been overpaying. You could have put that money into your yield farm, and I'm going to show you exactly what it does for you. Okay?
Wow. So here's what we're going to do, because somebody's listening in right now. They heard some of the results. They're excited. But what is yield farming? Like, let's break down the definition of what this actually means. And then we'll go into like what people need. Of course, we have a full academy that's going to teach this to you. We're going to give you a bit of a bite size to expose you. But after this conversation, you should really be positioning yourself to say, listen, I need to know the steps to take so that I'm not left out in the cold. There's things that is happening right now that's allowing people, no matter how much money you have, you don't need a lot of money to get into some of these projects. You just need the information and the right community. And so let's just start with, what is yield farming?
Okay. And
in a nutshell.
Simply put, yield farming is just you placing your money somewhere, okay, in a certain cryptocurrency or token. Okay, let's say that we want to exchange. Let's say there's a VVS cryptocurrency. That's the name of it, right? And let's say there's a USDT cryptocurrency, which is, we call it a stable coin. Okay. And anytime that these two currencies are exchanged, okay, no matter where it is in the world, I don't know these people, but because I bought what we call a liquidity token for USDT and a liquidity token for VVS, and I gave it to the bank, basically I gave it to the banking system. I put it on the blockchain. Okay. So there's millions of transactions that are being approved every couple of seconds.
Okay.
Every time that happens, I'm a part of that pool. And when those transaction fees get approved, more fees go into the pool. And since I'm a part of the pool, I get paid.
So if you purchase this VVS token and another token that's being purchased on a blockchain, right? And you put it somewhere there, because some people have purchased all type of tokens and coins, but they're not yield farming, right? It's more to it than that. Okay.
Yes. So now,
first you purchase the token or the coin.
Yeah, first you try, and then you got to know where to go. Okay. Now, okay. Understand. Here's what I'm gonna make sure I warn you. Okay. Do not try to do this without being educated. Right. That's what we're talking about this right now. Okay. A lot of us, we're talking about, we're in an industry where there are billions of dollars being moved. And so don't think that you can come in and say, let me slide in and try to do it. No, there's a lot of things that you should learn, but here's the greatest part. We get to teach you step by step. And if I can tell you, listen, it'll be better for me to show you than to even just talk about it anymore. Okay. And show you how to work it.
Okay, let's do that. So for those of you that are visual, we're going to take you through the process. And while he's pulling that up, I want to say this to you. Don't worry if you don't understand everything that's being talked about tonight. Don't worry if what we're saying, some of the terminology, our educational platform, the Academy, the #1 academy in the world for education about cryptocurrency, about yield farming, about NFT, all of that's there. So for most of you that decide to get started, this won't be your last conversation about this. We have a system for the members on the back end that's going to walk them through the process step by step. In any amount of money that you want to invest or you want to grow inside of the digital market, we're going to show you how to get involved in yield farming. This is absolutely mind blowing. So I'm excited for him to share. We're going to share the screen here.
Can you see it? Okay, great.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, boom. Okay, let me make sure I got you here. So just simply put, let me make sure I have everything. Can my screen be seen very clear?
Yeah, very clear.
All right. So here's what we're gonna do. First thing, okay. Now there's a lot of different yield farms out there. I got several screens up here. Let me fix these. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of different farms that are out there. Okay. So I want you to understand that once you learn this skill set, no one can take it away. And so think about yield farming, just like traditional farming. When I plant seeds, I expect to have a harvest.
Right.
Okay. Now there's two things that are working in my favor here. When we get a project that's very early, okay, understand these projects are going to go up in value. So when I catch a project means a cryptocurrency network where there's a development team that's behind it and it has a certain utility. Okay. So right now you're looking at a token that is definitely, it's at the millionth of a cent place. That's what it's better than penny stocks.
Wow.
Okay? So we get in early on this project, and guess what? I'm a part of the success of this project doing good because I'm a liquidity provider in it.
Yeah.
So I'm stabilizing the network, and because I'm doing that, I'm earning the tokens, even though the tokens are not worth that much yet. Can you imagine if a project goes to, you see this, that's 203,000 BVS tokens. Okay. What if this token goes to 10 cents?
So before you, okay, so this is the current cost of the token right here to the right, right?
This is actually my the LP estate. This is what I got.
Okay.
And this is what I'm receiving in rewards. We'll do a calculator here as well.
Reward. This is a reward. This ain't got nothing to do with your money. This is the reward that you get.
Reward. Yeah, my money's just there. I can put my money later. Okay. This is just reward. We're going to make more in rewards than our money is there. Okay?
Wow.
It's like we are basically opening up a mini bank.
Wow.
Basically, all this is opening up a bank. That's what we're doing.
Sheesh.
Okay? And so I've opened up a bank, and I'm in partnership with the people that are part of this liquidity pool. So we look at the whole thing that right now, this liquidity pool has 1 point some billion in the pool. Wow. All right. So that's what we're doing. This is powerful. So when you see this, it's small right now, but we've seen projects go from, 1,000 of a cent to 1 cent.
Exactly.
1 cent to 10 cents.
Exactly.
And then eventually $1. Okay. And so when you see, look, the beginning of 2021, just Bitcoin alone, there were 100,000 documented Bitcoin millionaires. There are more now. Okay. And it's going to continually grow as people get this information. Now, some people are going to be left out of the conversation because they just are not involved.
Yeah.
So all that we do, we're going to walk you step by step with how to create this token right here. And then how to create your harvest. And once you learn this, okay, you can do it on your own. So let me just show you real quick. So some of these even have a higher percentage. So we see on the side here, and this used to be, so I'm gonna tell you that it's stabilizing. But when I first started, it was giving me 400%. Okay.
Wow.
So let's check out this calculator right here. So it's 111% right now, right? Let's say that you put $1,000 in.
Okay.
Whatever and here's people may ask, well, how much should I invest? Well, I'm not gonna tell you how much to invest because all of our situation is different. What I will tell you is put whatever you are comfortable with. If it went away and this project just wasn't good, that you're like, no big deal.
Good. That's
but at the same time, if the project does great, you're like, man, I'm so glad I had this form going. So let's say I put $1,000 here. Well, this is my $1,000. This is what the liquidity I provided, right? However, what's going to happen if I don't ever take this LP off? This is what I'm going to get if the price never changes. This is what I'm going to get at the end of the year. Okay. Not including my 1,000. Okay. That's separate. That means this will be 2,900 actually, if I took my LP out.
So you put $1,000 in. This is yield farming. We're doing this for educational purposes only. We are not providing any financial advice to you right now. We're sharing with you what we were able to learn inside of the academy. And he's showing you just a real numbers perspective based on where the market currently is right now. Please make sure those of you that are interested that you join the academy, because now you'll have the insight of what to do and how to do it, along with a mentorship community of support, so that you're not doing this and figuring this out by yourself. So just for clarity, so if the market with this particular token doesn't move up or down, this is the numbers that they should expect at the end of the year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Gotcha. They put
Now
in
we know
$1,000 the yield into yield farming, and based on its current market, this is what they could expect.
absolutely. Yep. Now
Wow.
check this out. Here's the best part. We know price is going to change, right? And most
Right.
likely, as more liquidity comes into the pool, right, as the more the bank makes, okay, the more it's provided to liquidity pool. So there will be I'll be receiving 67 million BVS crypto tokens. Okay.
Wow.
Now, what I want you to understand, we don't got to have this go to $1. If this goes to 10 cents, if this goes to 1 cent, okay, that's 600 some thousand. This goes to 10 cents, that's $6 million. And I know for some of you, it's unbelievable right now, but that's the same thing. Imagine someone starting a bank right now. Right now, the United States owes the central bank $4 trillion. Okay. So it's not far off by running your own banking system. You understand? And so now let's look at the compound. See, this is the part that most people don't get. $1,000 for me, nothing. I want to forget about it. So I would prefer to play the long-term game. Let's go 5 years. Now what are we seeing? Okay. If the price never changed, then that's the money there. Look at the 22,000%. Folks, this is not crazy. Do you realize Bitcoin in 2008, in 2009, Bitcoin was at 8 cents. Bitcoin went up to 69,000. Bitcoin has had over 100,000% growth since its existence. So it's not far off to see 22,000% over time. So now, but let's look at what we're really looking at. It's not the money that we're looking at here, right? It's the assets that we're looking for. So let me see, we're looking at, this is 7 billion tokens right here, okay?
Wow.
What does it mean? Now we're talking some big, if this thing goes to 1 cent, if it goes to 10 cents, okay? And remember, we are a part of some of the success of this project. If you believe in it, you did the research, and this is what we teach in our academy, okay?
Now, that part is good.
Why? This is, so I get excited. So in 5 years, listen.
No. I'm just saying that's good for what you're saying, Randy, because some people, they're jumping into hype. They don't understand utility. They don't understand how to vet out these projects. They don't understand why they will want to be a part of the long-term play. They're looking for quick flips and quick hustles. What you're talking about right now is not that. People are positioning themselves right now to retire off of this by taking the money they already have sitting and now putting that money to work for them. Yes, some of the terms that you're hearing, maybe you don't understand it. Maybe this is your first time hearing about a yield or a farming besides the crops that you know are farmed, right? But we're talking about now planting your money and allowing your money to grow. And this is why having access to a wealth community has to be primary for you this year, 2022. When you're looking at the things that are happening in our world, the uncertainty that's happening right now, now is the time to say, I don't want to be out in the cold, not knowing what's going on. Something is happening. It's happening fast. Changes are taking place, and I need to be in it. So I'm excited.
We also listen, so I can just show them that it's not just one website. There are so many projects to choose from. So this is why education is so important. People think, well, I can just do this on my own. I can go look at this. And I can go do this. Do you realize that you got to decipher what the correct information is between 12,855 cryptocurrencies, and not all of them are good. Okay.
Right.
So this is where we come in and say, okay, I'm going to vet the different projects out there. I want to see the development team that's behind it. Okay. And, you know, I watch we call him Mr. Wonderful on Shark Tank. He says, listen, y'all, and he's a tech guy. He's been in the tech industry for decades. And he said, listen, y'all got to understand what cryptocurrency and digital assets really are. He says, you're not just buying a cryptocurrency. What you're really doing is you're investing in the development team. Okay. This is what's giving you the mindset. So when you look at a development team, how many of you would have said, listen, Steve Jobs is behind the project? I'm investing.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, Microsoft behind the project? I'm investing. Mark Zuckerberg is a part of the development team? I'm investing.
Yeah.
This is what you're really doing when we become liquidity providers. I believe in the project. I believe in the development team. I'm in. That's all that is.
This has been a wealth of knowledge and information so far. I see our sister Dr. Jewel is on. I'm so excited. I know she's like running through the house right now, because this is really what it's about. I believe that this time during the pandemic, since 2020, I believe more people are awake, more people are alert, and more people are recognizing that if it's going to be, then it's up to me. If it's going to be, then to me, this stuff is not slowing down. It's not going anywhere. You know, you see that the Staples Center recently changed its name to crypto.com. We saw during the Super Bowl that the halftime show was heavy crypto. Okay, one of our very up there chairman up there with Mary J. Blige. But every commercial, every other commercial, if there was never a time where the signs and the writings were on the wall, it is right now. Now is the time to get in position. And I want to say this, Randy, because I believe that there are people watching right now who are probably saying, I don't really know what the heck they're talking about. And we get that. I want you to focus on the possibilities of the end result. I want you to focus on tapping in and being able to learn from. This is for beginners. We provide education for the brand new person who knew nothing about this space, because I'll be honest, Randy, and you could share as well. I didn't know anything about crypto before I got started with the Academy.
Same here. Yep.
I knew nothing about Bitcoin. I didn't own any Bitcoin before I started with the Academy. I didn't understand what foreign exchange was. I definitely didn't understand what staking was. I didn't understand how to really make my money work for me. Everything that I've been able to learn, I've learned inside of the Academy, where we have access to hundreds of educators. So it doesn't matter if you work a full-time job, if you're a parent, if you got a lot on your plate, if you're building a ministry, if you're building, it doesn't really matter what you're doing. Everybody needs to have their money working for them. And this Academy puts you in a driver's seat where no one could ever take the skill away from you that you develop. And I just think it's phenomenal.
Absolutely. You're right on track. That's it. And just getting the education alone, when we talk about education, and stop letting other people, do it for you, right? Teach a man how to fish. What I love about this company is I learned how to fish. And now I know, regardless of what happens, I know how to maintain my own, right? Whether it be yield farming. You said something powerful, staking. You talked about CRO, crypto.com. Most people don't know they own the Lakers Stadium. Okay. So that means there's an advertisement every time there's a game. It's someone like crypto.com. And guess what? Okay. That means that token has the opportunity to go up. And guess what? You can stake for, I think I have a staking pool in that one. I want to say they're paying out 12% right now in a staking pool. Okay? Yes. And you're getting paid that token. You think about where we've gone in innovation. They said that in order to gain success in the financial industry, a majority of people, what they did research on was those who are either in a community or within the stock market, because they were typically around other people that were doing it. They were more likely to be successful in the financial industry. So I love what we do, because that's what the community is. We're around a lot of other people who are doing the same exact thing, and we have all the same interests at heart. And so we're learning and we're growing together.
Yes. And that's the part about it I think is important for people to know. You won't be alone in this process. When you join this wealth team, you're joining a community of people. Somebody shared this with you, not because they expected for you to understand everything that we talked about, but what you did see is that your money that you have right now is sitting somewhere else. If you had the education, then maybe you could allow your money to start earning money for you. That's what we mean when we say put your money to work for you. Yes. We were taught from elementary school through high school through college to work hard for money. Now it's time for your money to work for you. I believe that we're sitting at the largest wealth transfer of our time. I don't believe we'll ever have an opportunity to, like we have right now, to be in where we are. Some people think that, man, I wish I would have got in when China got in, when Randy got in, when Jewel got in, when Logic got in, when K. Marie got in. And maybe listen, hey, I wish I would have got in when some other people got in too, when Bitcoin was $200. But what I know is there's no second better time than now. Don't wait until Monday. Don't wait until next week. Don't wait until next month. Say, listen, I've missed enough. You're still very, very early, relatively. Randy, would you agree somebody getting started right now? I mean, you're talking about a token that you just showed us that's 1,000 of a cent right now. Okay, that has great utility, a great backing. It just getting to 1 penny can generate an amazing experience for people who tap in. I mean, for somebody that's listening right now, Randy, who feels like, man, did I miss it? Am I too late? What would you tell them about getting started and why they need to be extremely urgent in that decision making?
Right now, you're actually right on time. And here's why, right? Bitcoin has been around since 2009. But you're starting to see where governments are involved now. You're seeing politicians talk about it. You're seeing athletes talk about it. It's now they've gotten the front row seat of the world today, right?
Yeah.
I can officially say that it is battle tested for real, right?
Yeah.
We see what's happening in Ukraine, acknowledging that. Listen, they just raised $17 million in a couple days, right, to help fund them in their war.
Repeat that.
Ukraine just raised $17 million. Now you gotta understand the banking system got shut off. SWIFT got shut off.
Right.
Okay? People were able to still send Bitcoin, Ethereum over to Ukraine, and they got it in large sums and no wait 7 days, right? For the wire. They got it immediately. So understand this is innovation. So the time is now, you know, because fortune favors the brave. It's true. But this is too easy because you are now getting in where the hard part happened in the beginning. There are people at the beginning of this thing that they paid the cost, the sacrifice. Everybody's like, I wish I would have been in 2009. No, you didn't, because the government was trying to put people in the jail to keep them quiet because they didn't want people to know about this. Right. And now it's out, it's unstoppable. The world is seeing it. And the government's like, we got to regulate it down and make sure that it's all good and put everything into play. So you are now a part of history. And the only thing that you need is to be educated, because guess what you can do? You can actually contribute to the industry. You know, we got people from all walks of life, all type of business backgrounds, from real estate to insurance to, you know, to restaurant owners, you know, to if you're in any business right now, okay, you coming into the academy is going to spark something else inside of you and your business, okay? Because you're going to figure out how to put your business on the blockchain in some shape or form. Look at McDonald's. McDonald's is putting their business on the blockchain. You got major companies like MicroStrategy. Okay, you got major companies like Microsoft, Apple. Okay, all of them are building in the metaverse right now. A digital asset, a token. Okay, we ain't even got into NFTs, and I'm sure you guys better follow Dr. China, because she's gonna have some of that next week and the week after that. So just know there are so many ways that you can truly become very successful in this industry now.
I think it's amazing. I know some people have been following us. They know that we've been trading. I know I've been inside this space right at about 6 years, and people know that we've been trading. And it's a skill set that I thank God that I was able to acquire. But we also understand that there's some people who just may not be in that mental space of learning that particular skill. And so this is a very passive way to allow your money to grow and work for you. So when we're talking about yield farming and we're talking about the academy, please understand that we offer you all things inside the financial market. So nothing that we discussed tonight involved active trading. And so if you've taken a look at what we offer before and you're circling back around to say, maybe this is a better time, we are talking about tonight yield farming, showing you how to take the digital currency that you purchase, the tokens that you purchase, and really allow it to work for you. And because you are an early adopter, a believer of these projects, you get to benefit off of the growth of these projects. And you have to understand that when we're getting into projects, it's not because it's trending on social media. By the time it's trending on social media, we're the ones celebrating because we believed in the project from the early stages. So what we're saying is that when you come behind the doors of the academy, when you join the team, when you get back with the person that invited you to the call, that shared this on their Facebook page, that shared this into a community. Listen, when you get back to that person, they're a part of the academy. All you want to do is say, give me your link. And when they give you the link, this is what's going to happen so that you can get started. Because I'm going to be honest, Randy, you know, a lot of people, I just feel in my spirit, there's a silent cry, there's a bit of uncertainty, there's a war that's going on, there's a pandemic. It's like one thing after another. And now we're putting them in a position to say, listen, you know, when emergencies happen like a war, look how the people are turning to digital currency, and how the digital currency is able to do something when the banking system is shut down. See, this is what this was designed for. And so what I'm saying to you, don't let calamity happen in your life before you position yourself to acquire digital currency and allow it to work for you, because this was mind blowing. And I know the people that's watching, they say, okay, wait, now I got a little taste, but I need more of that. I want to know the step-by-steps to take and invest my money. If those of you that are ready to get started, you like, look, now here, hold on now, don't leave me out. Then I want you to get back with the person, because what they're going to do is they're going to give you access to a link. And I can tell you right now, as a business coach, this is amazing. The link, when you get access to that link, is going to take you to this site. We have an elite academy that gives you access to all of our academies. But tonight, I really want to focus on DCX. DCX is actually on sale right now for $184, guys.
Come on, man, come on.
The Swipe Coin, we're going to throw in the Swipe Coin app that's going to allow you to save $49. So all you're going to pay tonight is $184, guys. Now, this discount is going to be gone very soon. We're talking about a simple 3-figure decision that's going to put you in a position to have access to getting your account set up, education, apps, resources, community, okay? And then to continue your education, because I can tell you right now, it's going to be more than just what you experienced today. Right? You get set up with yield farming, and then you find out about staking. You get set up with staking, and you find out about NFTs. You get set up with NFTs, and you find out about the metaverse. So when you join the Wealth Academy, we make it both affordable and available to the masses to be able to participate, to have a wealth circle that's going to show you how you can develop the skills necessary for you to be relevant now as well as in the years to come. So you pay $184 tonight. Somebody say tonight, because you got to become action takers. Tonight. See, far too many times people are pushing things off to next week. No. Say, listen, I've waited long enough. When you get started tonight, y'all should be typing that in the chat tonight, right? You're going to save money by getting started tonight. This price is going to change, and I don't want you to miss it. And then 28 days later, right? 28 days later, you will pay your subscription of $174. And we even put you in a position for a scholarship that can actually waive that 174. So you get started tonight for that 180. I just can't believe the price is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you, coach. You can't pay me that for nothing. I mean, I ain't giving you no apps and none of that, but I've seen coaches offer great value, not to minimize it, right? Great value, but you're going to get access to hundreds of educators. You're going to get access to apps, tools, and software, as well as a community of support to help you to get started properly. I think it's absolutely amazing. I'm super duper excited. I just want to know who's getting started. Who are we welcoming into the team? I'm excited about the Digital Money All-Stars, guys. We're launching something in the next couple of weeks. I was talking with Randy about it.
Yes.
My husband, I was talking with Dr. Kathy about it, and so many of our other phenomenal leaders, Latasha, and we're excited to help you. We're building an elite group of people where we're going to really walk you through this process as we begin to build what I like to call a global distribution line. Those of you that are business owners, that are entrepreneurs, that are saying, I want to build a digital empire. Not only do I want to build my finances, but I want to build a community. We are right now, we have a few spots available. We're looking for entrepreneurs. We're looking for business-minded people. We're looking for influencers. We're looking for leaders that we can put in a leadership position. We have some equity positions available. That means positions that we can put you in where you get to build, with our support and our help, a global distribution line. If that's you, right? If that's you, make sure that when you get back with the person that invited you to the call, that you let them know, hey, listen, tell me a little bit more about those equity positions. Tell me a little bit more about the leadership positions. Leadership position, so that when we go on tour, we help to position you to be over certain territory. I'm excited. I am so excited. I don't know about you.
You got me excited. I'm excited. Listen, I'm resold. Look, I'm like, my goodness.
I'm excited because before, if they were not willing to put in a certain amount of time to learn a skill, then they probably would not have made much money. That's just the truth.
That's right.
Because it required it required effort on your part. But when I look at what you just showed with yield farming, Randy, they put their money in and it's on autopilot. They control it. They control how much they put in. They control when they pull it out.
That's right.
And they develop the skill to do it. I think it's the most powerful, the most innovative way that we can position our communities to benefit from this wealth transfer. And I'm just Like I'm just ready to help them to win. So what we're going to be doing for those of you that are getting started right now, those of you that are really, really serious, we want to position you to really get this set up. So once you get started, first of all, get with the person that invited you, get that link tonight. I can't stress enough tonight because the price is changing. I can tell you that's a promotional price for $184. Get started tonight so that you can be a part of the onboarding calls where we're going to get you guys set up with this, and it's going to be amazing.
That's right. And listen, and I know China's going to pick the day, but you get started. What you just seen, we're going to walk you step by step through creating your very first yield form. Like, we'll be on a Zoom that you can actually talk to us. Okay. You'll be like, oh, slow down. Okay. I'll slow down and we'll walk you step by step. Before you get off that call, you will have your form set up. So I will tell you, get back to the person who got you on here and say, I'm ready. And then sometime next week or when Dr. China schedules it, we're going to all get on this call and help you walk you through the season.
I am so excited. I'm excited for new beginnings for those that are connecting and watching. I'm excited for what it means for them, but also what it means for generations to come. And I'm looking forward to celebrating each and every person that's on right now. Get back with the person that invited you to this call tonight. Let them know you are ready to get started, not now, but right now. Get in so that you can have access to the tools and the resources that you're going to need inside of the academy in the back office. And we look forward to celebrating you. Don't miss that setup call. I'm telling you guys right now, we did not announce the date. You better get in right now, because if it's tomorrow, you want to make sure that you have access. Randy, thank you so much for being on. I know everybody appreciated how you served tonight. I'm excited about yield forming, guys, with cryptocurrency and digital currency. I told you I was bringing you nothing but the best of the best digital money all-stars, live and in color. Let me show. I know IG is over here looking like, man, we didn't have a chance to see it, but we got a side view, guys. We're giving you live access. As you can see, digital money all-stars. It is live, it is lit, and we're super duper excited to help you guys to win and to win big. God bless you guys. Thanks so much for being on with us. Get back with the person, not now, but right now. It says, send me the link, send me the link, send me the link. I've waited long enough. Now is my time to win. God bless you guys. We look forward to seeing you on the inside.
Let's go.
Bye, guys. Thanks again, Randy.
No problem.